We've talked about Trump before on this channel.
Trumpet.
It takes
Once
that
or
much.
twice, maybe?
Yeah, just a couple times. But I don't think we really covered Biden all that much.
Ugh.
I don't think we've covered him once.
There's a ugh from you?
Yeah, it's like you want to choose one sex offender or another sex offender.
Thank you.
He's a sex offender?
Thank you.
They both.
Yeah.
No, like I haven't really heard. Like I try staying away from politics.
Oh, you should see when fucking he interacts with fucking.
That little girl, there's a fucking weird video where he's like touching, he's like caressing her fucking face. It's so weird.
Why was caressing a girl's titties?
No,
no,
I didn't see
like,
that.
No, she's like holding him like this, right? And then like the girl's got to be like 13 or something. And his hands come out.
Oh, that one?
And the girl's like all uncomfortable.
What's the context of that?
So I think it's like a picture meet and greet type of thing. So they're gonna take pictures.
But he's
right?
like clawing her boobs.
And he'll like.
He's always like
so
this.
like
He's weird.
the appropriate way for every guy listening out there, please be respectful with
Especially
girls.
you,
if you're gonna
Biden.
take a picture and you want to be friendly, right? And you're older or whatever. If you want to take a picture with the girl, I mean, you can do this, but keep your hand to the side if you have to.
Hover
You don't
hand.
have to hover. It's just like outside of the shoulder.
Or it's like
Yeah, not in between the armpit.
don't make it awkward. Like come here.
Like this is a homie hug.
This one. Because I saw Ariana Grande.
That's how he hugs. That's Biden.
Feel side boob.
That's what I did.
Oh, I see.
That's why he does it.
People do this because their hands here and it looks awkward. But if you put your arm and it's like hanging,
And that's okay.
Oh, true.
Like that's fine. And if you're like someone that
But not like this.
Exactly. So Casey, can you do it again?
Yeah.
Anytime you hug a female this way, you're gonna make her feel uncomfortable.
Fuck yeah.
Unwarranted.
I always
unwanted.
grab females by the
If
hips
it's
like
unwanted,
this.
why want it, right?
And I squeeze the leg like this.
Yeah. Or like this.
Oh my god, when I sat on Santa's lap once, well I was like 16, me and my friend, we sat on his lap, and he placed his hands on her ass like on the
Oh, he
side.
was-
You were asking.
Wait, how old are you?
16.
You're grown. You're going through puberty. He's definitely looking at you in a different
Yeah,
light.
so he'll do shit like that, and then he doesn't respect proxemics. Like in the U.S., we have a certain like distance that we all
personal bubble.
Yeah, like our
very
U.S.
creepy.
proxemics. Yeah, and then he'll talk to like kids, and he goes in, and you see them kind of like go like, whoa,
And you
this
see him
just
fucking
unexpected.
smelling. I'm like,
No way.
there's one that he does.
How have I not heard of this?
he's fucking weird. And then when you see him talking to dudes, he does not do that. He does not touch like dudes that way. Even him like holding Hillary Clinton, he's like,
She's like, you're too old.
oh, I'm gonna fuck you later.
Ew.
And some people might argue he could be affectionate, but
At a rally, he was talking and he was giving a speech and he was like, basically talking about how like he would be in the pool and all these kids would come and they love like rubbing their hands up his legs and like getting up to like.
He said this?
Yeah, and then he's like, oh, but he was like, it's because they like when my hair like moves in the water.
But he's not convicted.
That's fucking hilarious.
Said this?
There's a lot of weird shit. There's just a lot of
it could
weird
be a deep
shit.
fake maybe, but I don't know.
No, it was like 100.
He's going senile like crazy.
That is nuts. Like all his evil deeds are just coming out.
If you don't vote for us, you ain't black. Like, come on.
That is crazy. So yeah, I bring up Joe Biden because now a recent clip of him, and he's like having a Zoom meeting with. I actually didn't check who these other people are.
This is a union for hospitals. I've recognized that.
Okay,
thing.
so Union for Hospital, and then
I'm right.
Because of the context of this clip, I'm just assuming that this is some form. This person is like the representative for the Asian community, and then maybe a representative for the Hispanic community. I don't know. But
Why? Just because they're Asian?
Or what does the article say?
here's what he said.
Oh, okay.
Look what he's doing now. He's blaming everything on
Trump?
on China. He's blaming everything on the Chinese. He's blaming everything, and
She looks Japanese as fuck.
as you well know, when a South Korean and someone
Oh,
from
she's
Beijing,
Korean too. She could be Korean.
they make no distinction. It's Asian.
What?
Way, and he's just using it as a wedge.
So he's accusing of Trump being racist by
being racist?
by being racist, exactly, and that's what everyone's on Twitter going on about.
Wait, what did he say? Did he say
He's so
he said,
stupid, dude.
hold on, don't talk.
When a South Korean and someone from Beijing, they make no distinction. It's Asian, and that's the way. And he's just using it as a wedge.
Wait, that kind of makes sense. I thought.
So I guess for the record, it's kind of like Trump has never said those exact words. He's just called it the China
He's saying
virus.
literally words like So the way he says it, it's like, this is where it originated. So if it originated in Mexico, I'm calling it the Mexican virus.
No, I know, but I'm saying.
No, but what Biden is saying
is he's saying it like when Trump says China, everyone in the world just thinks Asians, and they're blaming all Asians.
And which is a fair point.
But that's completely fine, then I think.
Which is a fair point.
Because he's basically calling out Trump's racism.
Right, but then a lot of people are also speculating Biden's own projection of racism in the fact
it's the way that he communicated it, because this is basically what a lot of people might hear. They go, you know how all those Asians look the same anyway? So this is why it's dangerous for Trump to saying that, is because there's no distinction between the races.
Because what he should have said, it should have been like, when Trump says it that way, it becomes dangerous ground now, because now it's just fueling, racism or whatever. But the way he did it, he gave his own examles that prove that he's being racist.
Like, I can't tell the difference between a South Korean and a Beijing. Yeah. They all look the same to me. So that's what it can be taken as.
And I think that's what some Twitter users are taking it as. And then I think what makes it feel worse is the fact that it's almost as if he was kind of like talking to this lady here and was like, you know, people can't tell.
And the lady's like,
she's like,
yup.
Yep. Like, I agree. So
I think she gave a thumbs down.
Yeah, it was a thumbs down when he mentioned Trump.
Yeah. But it's just like, it's one of those where geez, like these are the two political candidates we have for president. And I'm like,
it sucks.
Either way, you're choosing a poison.
I heard there's actually a third option, and it's a lady.
Is it?
Really?
It's I forgot which, maybe some independent party or
the Green Party.
Well, I mean, there's always.
But she's on the ballot though.
Don't
on
make
the final
me pick,
ballot.
There usually is other parties on the ballot. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't make me pick the birthday party, okay? Don't make me do it.
The birthday party sounds fun, guys.
It's Kanye's party.
Yeah.
You have to. Oh, no, you don't have to register. Never mind. As that.
Oh, really?
You could vote whatever. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, is the whole birthday party thing happening? Do you guys know, or it was?
Well, I mean,
he pulled out. I thought.
He pulled out.
Well, but then his crazy fucking rant video came out.
But I think then from there they're trying to get him into a hospital.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see.
Where the Rosa Parks didn't free slaves one? That one?
Harriet Tubman.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so it's kind of like it's interesting to see Biden try to play the race card.
I feel like that one was kind of like I don't want to use
It could be skewed like both ways.
but like it kind of feels just ignorant where it's like
Well, as a president, you want to be precise with your wording.
Right.
So I think that's the issue here is that
he's never precise with any of his wording.
I mean, same with Trump. It's all fucked. They're like, we have two idiots
I don't know. I think
can't speak English. Like, what the fuck?
Trump. I feel like I don't like Trump, but what he's doing, he knows what he's saying. He's saying it in those exact ways
to stir some
To fuck you up.
to make people mad and then also make his people
that's true.
thing, but then also saving face because you can't. He didn't say this thing literally, but you can take it as this way. But with him,
He's
just
messing
fucking
up. Yeah. That's the difference. Yeah.
That makes sense.
This sucks.
It's fucking hilarious. You know what does suck though? Biden's not the people's choice. He's the corporate choice.
There's so many people that are.
Who fucking voted him? Like, who wanted him?
True.
That's true.
He's not the people's choice.
Democratic candidates at one point that I would have gladly taken over Biden. I'm just.
And yeah, is it the boomers and the seniors that actually voted for
That's the
Biden?
thing, I think.
Because even if they are right, I don't see them on Facebook proudly talking about it. I don't see any of this shit because I'm thinking that if he was the people's choice, you would see a lot of people backing him up. But it's more like, well, I guess we have to back up our party.
I saw most people, because I try to stay far away from politics because it's just so exhausting, but from what I have seen, that I've come across, a lot of people were supporting Bernie Sanders and
Tulsi and Yang.
Yeah.
Tulsi Gabbard was
I didn't
another
hear that
one.
one.
She was a good one.
Tulsi?
Yeah.
I would pick those three over the two
Hell
we have
yeah.
right now.
Because Yang was kind of. I think he dropped out early, right? But it was between Tulsi and Bernie.
Tulsi was my favorite, and then I would be like Yang would be second.
So then, but I think
Tulsi
what happens,
Gabbard, she's a military.
She's senator of Hawaii, a senator of Hawaii, and then she's also in the military.
She was a presidential candidate?
And she's young too.
Democratic candidate. Yeah.
I think she's a currently active military too, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Or
She's
her
dope.
name.
But what happens is the young people and like most people say they want Bernie, right?
Yeah.
But then maybe half those people, maybe not even half, would actually go out and vote for him.
Well, that's what usually happens with young people is they'll
But
talk.
the old people would the ones that
Yeah.
actually.
Last year was dope. I saw like every year, leading up to 2020. I've seen a lot more young people going out and voting.
There's definitely a lot more, which is dope,
Which
and
I
I
love
think
seeing.
like we just need to keep getting people to like.
I think this year it's gonna be big too. Just 'cause
We'll
of
see, but it's
George.
there's definitely a lot of people that online they probably like, oh, my retweet, like me saying it, you kind of get, or I'm lazy and like won't actually go, but at least hopefully I convince someone else to go and do it, you know? Where there's actually people that they're not talking about, they don't tweet.
It's kind of like that situation where someone needs help in public, but then every person passing by thinks, oh, someone will help them, and then that person never gets help.
Yeah, the dispersion of responsibility.
That's what it
And then it's like, if you actually, have you been to like a place to vote?
Yeah.
A lot of old people.
I think the Democratic National Committee needs to clean the fuck
Fuck
up.
yeah.
I mean, think about with the first election with how Hillary actually, corrupted. She worked with the committee to fucking snub out Bernie, and then the second time they did it again, and then they have this corporate puppet, which is Biden.
He's
And I'm
a
like,
huge puppet, dude.
He's a fucking tool, dude. I'm like, man, right when we're starting to see some change, right when we're starting to see like actual, everyday people in politics that are saying the shit that I want to hear. Right. Tulsi's against the military-industrial complex, and she is a military person saying we need to stop this shit, right? And Yang too, he's pragmatic. He's coming out, and I mean his campaign sounds socialist, but at the same time, it's a catch. You go, oh yeah, I want $1,000 a month. It gets the average person to start having a conversation. But his main campaign was about, hey, you guys are talking about bring jobs to America, but y'all are stupid because there's gonna be no jobs. All the robots are gonna replace you. You need to start figuring out some shit right now on how you can survive. And I love that because he's not out here going like race issues or whatever, which are important, but I would think that paying the bills are much, much more important than
that's why
somebody called me a certain name.
most of middle America felt like Trump's gonna get us those jobs, and we're gonna get to.
He took a lot of Obama votes because people who voted for Obama, they thought that the change, the hope, all those things that he campaigned on was going to happen, which was just another 8 more years of Bush policies. Mm-hmm. So what ended up happening was a lot of those angry, middle class or used to be middle class manufacturing jobs, all those guys said, well, fuck that. I'm gonna go to a president that wants to do something for me. And then Hillary's campaign was all about I stand with her. Female empowerment.
Oh, true.
I mean, female empowerment is great, but does it pay the bills for the people that are struggling?
That's the DNC for you, though.
Yeah.
The DNC, I think they run too much solely on the identity politics.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, they're important problems, but at the end of the day, it's not gonna.
It's just the face.
Yeah, it's not gonna pay the bills. It's not gonna make us survive as a nation.
And I think that's the thing is sometimes when we're looking at it from such the Democratic Party is a party of big cities. It's not the rural areas. It's not struggling communities outside of the major cities, right? So then we have this like major city perspective where we forget that there's this whole country out there, and some towns rely on just a factory, one factory or whatever. And then I think it fucking sucks because then you have all these people who are like, yeah, man, we need to change things. We need to treat each other nicer. And it's like, that's great. We're campaigning on that. But there's a whole lot of people who are just trying to survive. And there's no politicians out there that are like saying, hey, this is how we're going to heal America's economy. They're always talking about identity politics. He said this guy's an idiot. It's the stupidest fucking thing.
First world problems.
It
Yeah,
is.
which then leads people to believe like, okay, well, nothing ever gets fixed. There must be someone in charge making sure that nothing ever gets fixed. So it's like a whole ass circuit.
And that's why I think if we throw Biden in there, nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
They're just gonna do lip service. It's gonna go right back to corporatocracy. Corporatocracy, yeah.
Hello guys, thank you guys so much for watching all of our videos, and I know it's been a million years in the making, but we finally got Just Kidding News merch.
Yep.
So make sure you go down to the store below and you can yeah, you can get a piece of JK News, and thank you guys for supporting.
Thank you.
Bye bye.